When you wake up in the morning, there is a moment so small that most people never notice it. A moment where your mind feels blank, where nothing is decided yet, where life is waiting for you to make the first move. And in that moment, a single choice begins shaping your entire day, your habits, your future, your destiny. People think winners are born lucky or gifted or chosen, but the truth is far simpler and far more brutal. Winners and losers face the same mornings, the same doubts, the same fears, the same pain, but they make one choice differently. Where losers choose comfort, winners choose growth. Where losers choose excuses, winners choose responsibility. Where losers choose waiting, winners choose action. Imagine a boy named Robert. He was never the smartest, not the fastest, not the strongest. Just an ordinary boy living an ordinary life with ordinary dreams that kept shrinking every time life pushed him down. He used to tell himself one day he would become something, but that one day kept moving away like a shadow he could never catch. Every night he promised himself he would start tomorrow, and every morning he repeated the same routine of giving up before trying. He didn't know he was losing not because life was hard, but because he was choosing the wrong things every time a small decision appeared in front of him. One day he met an old coach who simply looked at him and said, "I can see why you are stuck. You think the big decisions decide your destiny, but actually the small ones do." Robert laughed and said, "What small decisions?" The coach replied, the decision to give 10 more minutes when your body says stop. The decision to read one page when your mind wants to scroll your phone. The decision to try again when you failed yesterday. The decision to believe in yourself even when no one else does. These seem small to you, but these are the choices that separate winners from losers. Robert didn't understand at first. He thought life changes with big events, big opportunities, big breakthrough. But he kept thinking about the coach's words until one morning he woke up and felt that same moment he always ignored. The moment where nothing is decided yet. And for the first time he made a different choice. Instead of lying back down, he got up. Instead of saying, "I'll start tomorrow," he started now. Instead of running from the hard thing, he walked straight into it. That day nothing big happened, no miracle. No applause, no victory, but something inside him shifted. A new story began. Days passed, and Robert kept making the same tiny choice again and again. The choice to show up, and slowly he noticed something shocking. His mind started fighting less. His body started feeling stronger. His confidence began to rise. The same tasks that once felt impossible now felt normal, and the same excuses that once controlled him started disappearing. He realized losers quit because results don't show instantly, but winners keep going because they understand that every small action is a brick in the foundation of success. One evening, while sitting alone, he looked back at his old life and understood the truth. He was never unlucky. He was never weak. He was never lacking talent. He was simply choosing the easy road every time the hard road appeared, and the easy road was turning him into someone he hated. The hard road was turning him into someone he respected. And that was the difference. That was the line. That was the divider between winning and losing. He understood that winners are not defined by trophies or fame or applause. Winners are defined by their choices when no one is watching, when no one claps, when no one believes in them. They keep going anyway. They keep building anyway. They keep believing anyway. He learned that success is not one big decision. It is thousands of small decisions repeated consistently, even when you don't feel motivated. Robert kept choosing the hard road, and life responded. Opportunities started opening. People began noticing his discipline. His dreams, which once felt impossible, now felt reachable. Not because magic happened, but because he finally took control of the only thing a human truly owns, his choice. And the world rewards those who take responsibility for themselves. Now listen carefully, because this is where your story enters. Right now, You are standing in the same moment Robert once faced, a moment where life is waiting on your next move. You can choose what you have always chosen, or you can choose the thing that scares you, challenges you, grows you. Winners are not people with perfect lives. Winners are people who decide not to stay the same. Maybe your life is heavy right now. Maybe you feel tired. Maybe you feel behind. Maybe everyone around you is moving forward and you feel stuck. But even then, even in that pain, you still have one power that can change everything: the power of choosing differently. The power of taking one step instead of stopping. The power of standing back up instead of giving up. The power of saying, I deserve more and I will work for it. And listen, you don't have to be strong every day. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be willing. Because the moment you start choosing the things that make you better instead of the things that make you comfortable, your life begins to shift. The gap between winners and losers is not talent. It is not luck. It is not resources. The gap is made of choices repeated every day until they become identity. One day you will look in the mirror and realize you have become someone different, someone stronger, someone more focused, someone who demands more from life because you built yourself through discipline and consistency. That day, you will understand that the difference between the person you were and the person you are becoming was just one choice repeated again and again. So today, when this video ends, don't wait for motivation to carry you. Use discipline. Use responsibility, use courage, make one strong choice right now, a choice that pushes you forward, because winners don't wait for the perfect day. Winners create the day. Winners don't search for easy paths. Winners build their own road. In the end, remember this: your future is not written in the stars. Your future is written in your choices. And every time you choose growth over comfort, discipline over excuses, action over fear, you step closer to the life you are meant to live. This is the choice that separates winners from losers, and today, right now, is your moment to choose. Robert didn't become unstoppable in one night. He became unstoppable the day he realized that discipline is not a mood, it's a decision. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is the engine that keeps your life moving even when everything feels heavy. Every morning he reminded himself that winners don't rise because they feel powerful. They rise because they refuse to live the same day twice. He learned that life doesn't get easier, you just get stronger. Challenges don't disappear, your capacity grows. What once looked like a mountain eventually looks like a small hill because your mindset expands. There were days when Robert felt tired again, days when old habits tried to pull him back, days when the couch looked more inviting than the grind. But every time he faced that weakness, he whispered to himself, I've already started, I'm not going back. That sentence became his armor. He understood that the moment you stop negotiating with your excuses, your life starts moving in a straight line. It becomes simple, not easy, but simple. Do the work. No questions, no drama. People around him started noticing the change, not because he had achieved something huge, but because he had become someone different inside. His energy changed, his aura changed. And when your inner world shifts, your outer world has no choice but to follow. His friends asked him what he was doing differently, and he always smiled and said, I'm just choosing better. He knew they were expecting some secret, some trick, some shortcut. But he had discovered the truth most people avoid their whole life, the truth that success is not complicated. It's uncomfortable, and most people run from discomfort. Robert stopped running, he stopped hiding. He stopped waiting for the perfect mood, the perfect time, the perfect opportunity. He realized that losers wait for signs while winners create signs. Losers wait for motivation while winners create momentum. Losers wait for help while winners help themselves. Every time he pushed when he didn't feel like it, life rewarded him in ways he never expected. A new opportunity here, a new connection there, a new idea, a new path, a new strength. Then there came a day that tested him more than any other. A day he woke up and felt completely empty. No drive, no spark, no courage, just a heavy silence inside him. That was the day life asked him the real question. Are you only committed when it feels easy, or are you committed even when it feels impossible? He stood there staring into the mirror, reminding himself of all the days he chose discipline over comfort. And slowly, without any emotion, without any motivation, he put his shoes on, walked outside, and kept going. That day, he didn't break any records, he didn't achieve anything special, but he proved to himself that he had changed. And that type of self-respect is something you can't buy, borrow, or fake. From that day onward, Robert understood something powerful. The world doesn't respect your potential, it respects your effort. The world doesn't reward your dreams, it rewards your discipline. The world doesn't care about what you say you will do, it cares about what you consistently do. And when you become the kind of person who follows through no matter what, life starts moving out of your way. Doors open not because of luck, but because of your persistence. Now I want you to think about yourself for a moment. Think about how many times you stood on the edge of greatness, but stepped back because the road looked difficult. Think about how many times you had the chance to grow, but chose to stay the same because comfort felt safer. Think about how many dreams you buried under excuses, and think about how many times you said tomorrow, but tomorrow never came. That version of you is still inside, waiting to wake up, but remember this clearly. You are one choice away from a different life. Not 1 year, not 1 month, not 1 week, one choice, and you can make that choice right now. The choice to stop running from your potential. The choice to stop accepting a life below your capabilities. The choice to demand more from yourself. The choice to build discipline even when you feel nothing. Your story can change today, your chapter can begin today, because winners are not defined by what they achieve. They are defined by what they choose in the dark moments when no one is clapping. And right now, this moment is asking you the same question it once asked Robert. Will you choose the road that keeps you small, or will you choose the road that makes you powerful? Choose wisely, because this one choice, repeated again and again, is what will separate the person you are from the person you dream of becoming. There came a point in Robert's journey where life tested him with a choice bigger than anything he had faced before. A choice that looked simple from the outside, but carried the weight of his entire future. He had been working hard, building discipline, building consistency, but now life wanted to know if he was ready for the next level. One evening he received a message, a chance to join a competition he had always dreamed of. The kind of opportunity that could change everything for him, but there was a catch. The event was in just 2 weeks, and he was nowhere near ready. His body wasn't prepared. His mind wasn't sharp. He felt fear crawling up his chest, whispering that he wasn't good enough yet. In that moment he stood alone, staring at the message, feeling the pressure of the decision. This was the kind of choice that separates winners from losers on a much deeper level. Most people see an opportunity and walk away because it doesn't arrive in perfect condition. They say, I'll do it next year. They say, let me prepare more. They say, I'm not ready yet. But winners think differently. Winners don't wait to be ready. Winners rise to the level of the challenge. Winners jump and build their wings on the way down. Robert felt the old voice inside him, the voice of fear, telling him to decline politely and avoid embarrassment. But he also heard the new voice he had built through discipline, the voice that had carried him through every hard morning. That voice said, this is the moment you've been training for, not physically but mentally. This is the moment where your old identity dies and your new identity is born. And for the first time in his life, he didn't think about comfort. He didn't think about failure. He didn't think about fear. He thought about who he wanted to become, so he made the choice. He said yes, not because he was ready, but because he refused to stay small, and from the moment he accepted, something inside him ignited. His training became sharper. His mind became focused like a blade. His excuses disappeared because there was no room for weakness anymore. Every hour mattered, every action mattered, every breath mattered. He pushed himself in ways he never thought possible. He discovered that the human body expands when the mind refuses to break. He realized that comfort had lied to him his whole life. It never protected him. It only limited him. The day of the competition arrived. His heart was pounding, his mind was racing, but he stepped into the arena exactly the way a winner steps into life. Nervous but unshakable. He didn't win that day. But he didn't lose either. He walked out of that arena with something more powerful than any trophy. He walked out with proof that he could face fear and not collapse. Proof that he could say yes when everything inside him screamed no. Proof that he was capable of more than he ever imagined. That experience changed him. His confidence grew. His belief in himself reached a level he had never touched before. And once again, he realized that it wasn't the competition that changed him. It was the choice to step forward instead of backward, the choice to embrace the unknown instead of hiding behind excuses, the choice to become the person who takes chances, not the person who waits for them. And now, this part is for you. You also have a choice in front of you. Maybe it's not a competition. Maybe it's a dream you've been delaying, a skill you've been afraid to learn, a risk you've been scared to take, a conversation you've avoided, a change you've been postponing. But it's there, waiting. And the difference between your current life and the life you want isn't talent or luck. It's that one bold choice you haven't made yet. If you want to separate yourself from the crowd, if you want to rise above average, if you want to step into the life you secretly dream of, you must choose courage over comfort. You must choose action over hesitation. You must choose growth over safety, because the road to greatness is not built on perfect conditions. It is built on imperfect but courageous decisions. Make your next choice the one that scares you a little but grows you a lot. Make your next choice the one your future self will thank you for. Make your next choice the one that pulls you closer to the life you know you deserve. Because winners are not created by luck. They are created by choice. And your next choice could be the one that changes everything